Hi, I'm Paul, and this is Turing Tumble. Turing Tumble is a new type of game where kids build mechanical computers powered by marbles to solve logic puzzles. It's a snap to learn, it's fun, it's addicting, and in the process they learn how computers think. When I was a professor at the University of Minnesota, I saw how important it was for all students to learn to code and to have a solid understanding of computers. I have 3 young kids, and I'm trying to teach them all I can about computers. We've built robots, played games that teach coding concepts, and built electronics kits. And while those things have been helpful, they all treat computers like abstract black boxes. They teach how computers behave, but not how they work. They overlook the fundamental, most amazing concept, how a bunch of simple switches connected together in clever ways can do incredibly smart things. I designed Turing Tumble to let kids see and feel how computers work. The logic isn't hidden behind a computer chip, it's all right there in front of them. No electronics at all. Here's how it works. The game board holds a handful of marbles on top. One marble is released at a time, like cycles of a processor. The marble rolls down the game board, and at the end it pushes down a lever that releases the next ball. You build in logic by placing 6 different types of parts onto the game board. The ramp acts like a wire, sending balls in one direction or the other. The crossover acts like wires crossing each other. The bit adds logic. It stores information by pointing right or left, like a 1 or 0. The interceptor captures a ball, stopping the computer. With just these 4 parts, it can do some surprisingly smart things. It can count, add, subtract, multiply, and divide. It can create patterns, and it can do some types of logic. Add the gear and gear bit pieces, and the computer becomes Turing complete, which means if the board was big enough, it could do anything a regular computer could do. I designed a series of 51 fun puzzles to help kids discover for themselves how to build little computers to solve a variety of problems. The puzzles are tied together with a comic book story, beautifully illustrated by artist and programmer Xiaoyang Li, where each puzzle brings Aaliyah the space engineer closer to being rescued from a seemingly deserted planet. There's always a great aha moment when you figure out a way to solve the puzzle, and it's intensely gratifying to build it and watch it work. This isn't a simple game that'll be back in the box collecting dust after a few hours of play. A kid can set it up on the kitchen table or their desk and keep coming back to it. Some puzzles take 5 minutes to solve, and others they'll need to come back to over and over with fresh eyes and try again. And adults looking for a challenge? This game is not just for kids. It requires you to think in a way you've probably never had to before. And the later puzzles are a formidable challenge, even for seasoned software engineers. At this point, Turing Tumble is fully designed, but in order to make more than the single prototype I've made, I need to have injection molds made for the plastic parts. If you back this project now, you'll help make Turing Tumble available to everyone, and you'll be sure to get a copy for the future programmer in your life.